In an interconnected world, global leadership is paramount. For decades, this role fell primarily on the United States. However, the 21st century is witnessing a seismic shift in global power dynamics. Emerging economies are rapidly gaining ground, challenging the existing world order. Among them, three nations stand out: India, China, and the United States. These countries, each with unique strengths and weaknesses, are poised to shape the future. Their influence spans economics, technology, politics, and culture. Understanding their strengths and weaknesses is crucial for comprehending the complex geopolitical landscape. The future of global leadership is now defined by the interplay of these three influential nations. The rise of India, China, and the US signifies a significant transition to a multipolar world. This shift presents both opportunities and challenges for the entire international community. Multiple power centers can lead to a more equitable distribution of responsibilities and resources. However, this multipolar world also carries the risk of increased tensions and potential conflicts. Their relationships are characterized by a complex mix of cooperation and competition. Understanding these dynamics is essential for effectively navigating our interconnected world.
India, the world's largest democracy, is often hailed as a rising global power. Its vast population, youthful demographics, and rapidly growing economy paint a picture of a nation poised for greatness.
This young workforce drives India's technological advancements, particularly in IT and pharmaceuticals.
Its embrace of globalization has attracted significant foreign investment, fueling its economic engine.
Moreover, India's cultural influence extends far beyond its borders. This soft power, coupled with its democratic values, positions India as a potential leader in promoting global peace and cooperation.
Despite its potential, India faces significant internal challenges. Poverty, inequality, and social divisions remain persistent issues.
The gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen, creating social tensions.
Furthermore, India's political landscape is often characterized by bureaucratic inefficiencies and corruption. Infrastructure deficits, particularly in rural areas, pose another significant challenge.
Inadequate transportation networks and power shortages hamper economic progress. Overcoming these hurdles is essential for India to translate its potential into global leadership.
On the global stage, India is navigating a complex geopolitical landscape. Its relationships with China and the US are particularly crucial.
China is one of India's largest trading partners, and both countries are members of multilateral forums.
India's growing partnership with the US adds another layer of complexity. This balancing act requires deft diplomacy and a pragmatic approach to international relations.
As a founding member of the UN, India aspires for a greater role in global decision-making. Achieving this ambition requires garnering international support and navigating global power dynamics.
No discussion about the future of global leadership is complete without addressing China. Over the past few decades, China has transformed from a poor, isolated nation to a global powerhouse.
China's journey began with economic reforms in the late 1970s, propelling it into sustained economic growth.
Today, China boasts the world's second-largest economy, influencing global markets and trade flows. It has leveraged its wealth to enhance military capabilities and invest in cutting-edge technologies.
However, China's rise has not been without its critics. Its authoritarian political system and human rights record have raised concerns. As China continues its ascent, the world watches closely, grappling with the implications of its growing power.
China's economic miracle is a testament to its pragmatic approach, embracing market forces while maintaining strong state control.
Its focus on infrastructure development has connected its vast territory, facilitating trade and economic integration.
China's technological advancements have been equally impressive, particularly in AI, renewable energy, and space exploration.
This combination of economic might and technological prowess has given China significant leverage in international affairs.
It is now a major player in global institutions, using its influence to shape global economic governance. China's rise presents both opportunities and challenges for the world. While China's achievements are undeniable, its political system and human rights record remain major points of contention.
The lack of political pluralism and freedom of speech raises concerns about transparency and accountability.
China's treatment of ethnic minorities has drawn international condemnation.
These issues have cast a shadow on China's global image, raising questions about its values.
China's assertive foreign policy has also raised alarm bells. Its territorial disputes and military buildup have heightened regional tensions. China's global ambitions are evident in its Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa.
While proponents hail the initiative as a game changer, critics view it as a tool for China to expand its geopolitical influence.
The initiative has faced criticism for its lack of transparency and potential for debt traps.
The Belt and Road Initiative exemplifies China's proactive approach to shaping the global order.
As BRI projects unfold, their impact on global trade patterns and geopolitical alliances will be closely scrutinized.
China's rise presents both opportunities and challenges for the world. The world watches, waits, and wonders what role the dragon will ultimately play on the global stage.
The United States, long considered the preeminent global power, faces a unique set of challenges and opportunities.
From the post-World War II era to the end of the Cold War, the US played a pivotal role in shaping the global order.
However, the US today grapples with internal divisions and external challenges that test its ability to maintain its global standing. Political polarization, economic inequality, and racial tensions have eroded social cohesion.
The rise of populism and nationalism poses a direct challenge to the liberal international order. As the US navigates these turbulent waters, the world watches closely. Section 2. Technological leadership and economic dynamism.
Despite these challenges, the US retains significant strengths that position it well for the future.
Silicon Valley remains a global hub for technological innovation, attracting the brightest minds.
The US dollar remains the world's reserve currency, underpinning global trade and finance. The US military remains the most powerful in the world, with a global reach and technological sophistication unmatched by any other nation.
While its military power is subject to debate, it provides the US with a significant deterrent capability. Section 3. Political polarization and global trust deficit.
The US faces significant internal challenges that threaten to undermine its strengths. Political polarization has hampered its ability to address pressing domestic issues and engage effectively on the global stage.
The rise of populism and nationalism has led to a more inward-looking approach.
Economic inequality, a growing concern within the US, also has global implications.
This internal struggle undermines the US's ability to promote economic opportunity and prosperity abroad.
As the world transitions to a multipolar order, the United States faces a crucial choice: adapt to the changing global landscape or risk abdicating its leadership role.
Engaging constructively with rising powers like China and India will be essential for maintaining global stability. Addressing domestic issues is crucial for restoring its global credibility.
The United States must demonstrate that its model of governance remains a beacon of hope and opportunity.
The US's role in the 21st century will be shaped by its ability to navigate this complex and evolving global landscape. The interplay between India, China, and the United States will define the contours of the 21st century, shaping the global landscape in unprecedented ways. Three broad scenarios emerge, each with profound implications for global stability, economic progress, and the overall direction of international relations.
The first scenario envisions a world defined by cooperation and coexistence, where mutual respect and shared goals take precedence. In this optimistic outlook, the three powers recognize the immense benefits of collaboration, setting aside their differences to address pressing global challenges like climate change, pandemics, and economic inequality, working together for the greater good.
They engage in constructive dialogue, forge strategic partnerships, and leverage their respective strengths to create a more equitable and sustainable world order, fostering peace and prosperity. India's democratic values and growing economic clout, coupled with China's technological prowess and infrastructure investments, complement the United States' innovation and military might, leading to a more balanced and prosperous world. This synergy could pave the way for unprecedented advancements.
The second scenario, more cautious and fraught with uncertainty, envisions a world of managed competition, where tensions are high but controlled. Recognizing the inevitability of competition among great powers, India, China, and the United States establish clear rules of engagement, preventing rivalry from escalating into open conflict, maintaining a fragile peace.
They compete vigorously in areas like technology, trade, and military capabilities, but also find common ground on issues of mutual interest, such as climate change, nuclear non-proliferation, and cybersecurity. Ensuring that competition does not spiral out of control, this delicate balancing act requires astute diplomacy, a willingness to compromise, and a shared understanding of the catastrophic consequences of unchecked rivalry. The stakes are high, and the path forward demands careful navigation. The third scenario, and perhaps the most disconcerting, is a world defined by escalating tensions and the ever-present risk of conflict. In this pessimistic outlook, mistrust and miscalculation drive the three powers further apart, creating a volatile environment. Territorial disputes, ideological clashes, and economic competition create a tinderbox of tensions, with the potential to ignite into regional conflicts or even a global conflagration. The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences could be catastrophic.
The absence of effective communication channels, coupled with nationalistic rhetoric and a lack of political will to compromise, push these powers towards a dangerous precipice. The inability to find common ground exacerbates the situation. This scenario would have devastating consequences for global stability and prosperity, undermining international cooperation, stifling economic growth, and jeopardizing the very foundations of the rules-based international order. The ripple effects would be felt worldwide.
The path ahead is fraught with uncertainty, but the stakes are too high to leave the future to chance. Every decision made now will have long-lasting impacts. The choices made by India, China, and the United States in the coming years will determine whether the 21st century is defined by cooperation or conflict, progress or regression. The world is watching closely.
The world watches, hopes, and waits, eager to witness whether these three pivotal nations can rise to the challenge of shaping a shared future that benefits all of humanity. The outcome will shape the global landscape for generations to come.
The future of global leadership rests not on the shoulders of a single superpower, but on the collective wisdom and responsibility of all nations working together in harmony. India, China, and the United States, with their unique strengths and challenges, have a profound responsibility to navigate this complex landscape with foresight and restraint, ensuring that their actions are guided by a sense of global stewardship.
Their actions will not only shape their own destinies, influencing the lives of their citizens, but will determine the course of human history for generations to come, setting precedents that will be followed by future leaders. The world is watching, hoping that these three nations will choose the path of cooperation, understanding that a shared future demands a shared commitment to peace, progress, and the well-being of all. This is a moment of great potential and great peril.
The challenges ahead are daunting, but the potential rewards of a more just, equitable, and sustainable world are well worth the effort. The stakes have never been higher. The time for bold leadership, visionary thinking, and a renewed commitment to global cooperation is now. We must seize this opportunity with both hands.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance, and the choices made by these three pivotal nations will determine whether we ascend to new heights of progress, innovation, and prosperity, or stumble into the abyss of conflict and decline, risking the future of countless generations. The world holds its breath, hoping for wisdom, courage, and a shared commitment to shaping a brighter future for all. The time to act is now, and the world
This
is
is why you
watching.
need the Policy Prism. Expand your mind and future, from global politics to personal finance, business insights to scientific wonders. We've got it all covered. Subscribe now for your daily dose of enlightenment.